there, Sandra here from Create in Spain. Today I'm doing a Christmas card. It's a three-dimensional one that folds flat, and you have the option to put a light in it if you so wish, without wiring. I've got the pieces here cut out. If you are not going to be putting any lights in, then you can remove this little cut here and this little cut here. With the lighting, you have a choice whether you put one light in it or two lights, hence I have put the marks in both this piece and this piece. But if you only want to use one, that's fine. If you want to use both, that's fine. Not a problem, whichever way you want to do it. So I've got slots here for pieces to go into. There we are. So it's really easy to put together. Now this is cut out on my Siser Juliet. As it happens, I found out I had a problem with my blade holder loosening, and that was altering my blade depth, which was a bit annoying, but I'm not going to cut it out again just to do it for demonstration purposes. This piece here I've put a vinyl sentiment on. Now the sentiment is included in the file. I do suggest you put it on before the card is made up because it just makes it easier to put it on. This particular card is not really metallic, but it's not flat either. It's, yeah, I'm not quite sure how you describe shimmery, I guess. And my sentiment did not want to stick on it to start with. It took me a good 10 minutes to get that to stick on there. First thing I'm going to do is to put a bit of double-sided tape down this side here, because this is going to fit on top of it. And it's going to be easier to put the tape on when it's flat than it is when it isn't. I'm not using glue because this type of card doesn't absorb the glue and therefore it doesn't really stick very well. So this has got a score line, and all you do is you put that tab through there. Make sure you line it up with the bottom. I've given it a little bit of wriggle room simply because some card is thicker than others. So that's a good idea. And then you take that tab and you fold it, or not fold it as the case may be. You don't have to fold it. You can actually glue it directly under there if you've not got a metallic card. I have a metallic card, I can't glue that easily, and so I will put some glue on the back of here and fold it inwards. So do the same on this side. If you push that forward at the hinge, and you put this one forward at the hinge. Now any light source that goes on there, and this is where I'm going to be putting my light, has the chance to shine through there as well, which is quite convenient. You get a better effect. So the light can go this way and it can go up that way. So my little light is one of these. I've used them a few times lately. I bought, I don't know, 9 of them, I think it was. They were quite cheap, got them off AliExpress, and they're magnetically controlled. So this is all the light fitting is. And then you have, and they come together with this, the little battery. It's a 927 battery, and apparently the battery life is 30 hours. Now you want to put this waffle side up. See, it's sort of got a texture on one side and it's flat on the other. So it's waffle side up, and you just slide it in like so. This one happens to be a pink light, I think. I think that's what I got out. You just want to press it down on the surface, make sure it's fully in, which that one is. Now the other thing that you get with it are little magnets. So you get 3 magnets, 3 lights and 3 batteries. Now I've stuck mine for convenience onto a lollipop stick. Now if you're going to send this to someone, you will need to give them a little bit of instruction in that this is what switches the lamp on and off. You want it to go relatively close to it and it will come on or go off like so. Now you can do it underneath and that does the same thing. I don't recommend giving these to children. You don't want them swallowing magnets or indeed little light fittings. That would not be good. To put this onto here, I suggest you use a dry tape rather than a wet glue, because it is always better to have no liquid coming in contact with your electronics. I can just stick my little lamp on. Now the beauty of these is not only do you not have any wiring, but because it's an all-in-one piece, if you want to be eco-friendly and you're giving it to people you know well, you can say, can you let me have the light back when you finish with the card, when you don't want it anymore, if you're not going to have it and keep it for display purposes or whatever. Can you let me have the light back? And all they've got to do is literally lift it off of a piece of double-sided tape and hand it back to you. So there is our light fitting, and as you can see, it will go on. I will actually close my blind so you can see the light better because it doesn't show much in daylight. Pick this one up. I'll just put some glue around the edges of this. Leave a little gap in the centre for that little light fitting flap, and just grab all of it. Now getting it all over my fingers hopefully, and put it on the back, and then you will have, there is a little offset on it by the way, you will have a back panel. Obviously if you want to put sentiment on here, you can do that either on your cutting machine or manually, that's your choice. But do it before you put it on if you're going to do it on the machine. So it's almost done. All we need to do now is put our light fitting back on there. Just press it on. Tape from here to put the front panel on. So this simply lines up with the bottom and the side wall. And there we have our three-dimensional card. It's pretty easy to put together, and if you're going to put a light in this, people would be really impressed. But then you can go like so. The light is on. Just going to close my blind up so you can see the effect. So that's the final card. You can add various sparkly bits to the back, like little metallic stars and things like that if you want to as well. So you have a choice, you put a light in it or you don't put a light in it. Either way, it's a nice card and it's a little bit different. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you like it, then please leave a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care now.